Hey, what is up, everybody? It's ZXRyuu, and today I'm doing another game just randomly to do some more testing with my equipment and stuff before I start up my next main series that I'm going to do for streaming and playing games. So anyway, I guess I'll talk a little bit about the things that I've updated and changed, just so I can see if it's all working correctly or not. So recently I started doing a conversion from 30 frames a second to 60 frames a second. So that's been kind of a slow process, I guess. So the video container that I've had for a while has kind of gone from 30 to 60 frames. That was the first thing that I moved up. Then I decided to try and move up the game capture window to have 60 frames a second. And then after that, I ended up getting a new camera system and updating that. So now that should be running at 60 frames a second also. So, like, what am I looking for? So anyway, yeah, I'm playing Gran Turismo Racing 98 for the game today. It's like one of the first games that I ever got for the PlayStation when my parents bought it. So I've had this game for a really long time. So I don't know. This game's just kind of like a filler for me to talk before, just to do some testing, because I mean, unless everybody really wants to see me beat this game 100%. I'm just gonna just play and talk, about stuff. So, because again, I'm wanting to check and make sure that I've gotten all my ducks in a row before I start my next major project, because I've noticed that I have this trend of every time I start something new for video, it always seems to go wrong in one way or the other. So, and so since I haven't been doing... I've been doing the 60 frames a second container, which, didn't really change a whole lot, I guess, when I first used it. But it did matter when I switched over to doing games at 60 frames a second. So, and then with this new camera system I've got going on, there's a plugin called OBS Camera that somebody made for... Well, I mean, it's kind of like a plugin, but it's also a app that you run on a smartphone. So right now I'm running my camera off an iPhone 6. It's an old iPhone 6 that my parents had, and they just, I just asked them if I could try some stuff with it. And so they let me have that. So now, as a result, I can do video at 60 frames a second on my camera as well as my gameplay. So I don't know, that's been kind of interesting, I guess, trying to get that running, because I first tried it out just very briefly when I did the Final Fantasy VII Remake unboxing, which, by the way, thanks to everybody who's watched that video. I published it like yesterday or something like that, and it's already got quite a few views on it, so at least for me anyway. I mean, quite a few views is like 10. But, thanks you guys for being awesome and watching the videos and stuff. But that's already got quite a few views on it, which is nice. So when I did that video, I just started messing around with getting the camera up to 60 frames a second. And it seemed to be all right, except for there was some confliction between a webcam that I was using and the camera system, where the webcam was running at 30 frames a second, whereas the camera was running, the iPhone was running at 60 frames a second, and so that caused, I think, some of the video glitching. So now that everything is all synchronized on 60 frames a second, we shouldn't have this problem. So at least that's what I'm hoping, and that's why I'm kind of just doing this video to kind of try it out and see how it works. So anyway, I guess just a little bit of kind of update on my setup as well. I'm using, I lowered the resolution of the FrameMeister for old retro games like this one, so I can put scan lines in it so that it kind of looks like the PVM that I'm playing on. So I guess, you know, let me know if the scan lines are distracting in any way, because I know some people are kind of sensitive to some of that stuff. So if it's a problem for you, I guess let me know. Otherwise, I'll just keep using it on retro games. Because I don't know, I just think it's kind of a fun thing to do to make it, you know, look retro and also just I don't know, just have a nice look and feel, I guess. So so let's see here. I changed my layout for the videos also, to kind of include some more information and just some different things. So now you can, I mean, you could always find me on YouTube. You kind of have to just search, you know, you have to search for my channel specifically because I don't have a URL that's, you know, my username yet, because you have to have quite a few subscribers in order for Google to let you do that. So anyway, so so you can always follow me on YouTube. I'm doing stuff now with Twitch. I figured out a way to get my really, really low bandwidth to work with Twitch. So it's only 480p, but at least, you know, now it's something that you guys can watch me do live, you know. I don't have the chat up on my, I don't have the chat up on my computer this time, just because, you know, I'm primarily focusing on fixing my camera system. But at some point here in the future, I'll have my chat up also, so that we can talk in real time, and you know, you can ask me questions and stuff, kind of like what we used to do way back in 2015 when we first started this whole thing. But ever since I moved into this house, you know, the internet connection out here is not great. So it's kind of actually surprising that it can run it at all. But anyway, the video from kind of now to the foreseeable future, unless I can somehow get more income, I guess, for better bandwidth on my internet, which I haven't really wanted to do just because we don't really use it that much, I guess. But I mean, if the channel starts going gangbusters for whatever reason, I'll look into trying to get more bandwidth, I guess. But for right now, the video will stay at 480p. That should be, you know, good for anybody who wants to watch it. You know, anybody who's got a low internet speed like me can watch the videos and, you know, interact with me and stuff. So anyway, that's one change that I decided to do, was look into Twitch some more, even though I have really low bandwidth. And it seems to be going okay. That was one of the things I did recently was with testing, was just tried to see how Twitch was going to behave with, you know, almost zero upload. So I'll still be uploading videos to my YouTube channel also in higher quality at 1080p. So you guys can still watch the videos that way, you know. But at least now you can tune in and watch me live if you want to again. I think I kind of decided to look into this more, especially with the coronavirus quarantine stuff. I mean, here in New Mexico, I think the quarantine is going to end soon. I'm hoping in like the next 2 or 3 weeks. But until that point, I just kind of decided, hey, you know, this would still be a good way to connect with some of the people here in New Mexico. So anyway, I just decided to kind of start doing stuff with Twitch again, and also to Spike, if you see this video, also, you know, now you can hang out with me live again if you want to. So that would be cool. Let's see here, what else has kind of been going on. I've done a lot more with video editing. Just trying to make videos of higher quality and stuff. You know, when I'm doing like a topic like like how to play imports on the PlayStation series and consoles, I I've been trying to do more stuff with editing to make the videos look a little nicer and just, you know, be a little bit more professional, I guess. One, just because I wanted to just kind of challenge myself a little bit to do something that was more involved. And that's also kind of where the whole like updating cameras came from too, because the webcams and stuff that I was using before were only 720p, which I mean is still pretty widely used, but it was only 30 frames a second, and so when I tried to record stuff, it just looked kind of bad. But now I have a camera that can run 1080p 60, so that's good, and that's also, you know, making it a lot easier to edit videos and put them all together when all the resolutions match and stuff. So, and I'm out of control. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of what else has been going on lately. I don't know if I'm going to get first place on this, actually. I think I crashed one too many times. Might have to do this level again, I'm not sure. Yeah, definitely going to have to do it again. Yeah, so anyway, just trying to modernize everything on 60 frames a second is mainly what I've been doing. And just getting Twitch up and running again. Yeah, so I mean, it's all been fun to try and get all that stuff set up, and now, you know, when the quarantine's over, we can go back to doing videos and have a little bit higher quality on stuff. Which will be nice. I mean, I'm really looking forward to hanging out with everybody again, as I'm sure a lot of people are, you know, with this whole quarantine going on for quite a while now. You know, going on 2 months now, I guess. So it'll be nice to see everybody again. Oh my gosh, guys. This is how people win races. You crash in weird ways. So, yeah, I guess, let's see. Let's see here. I guess I got my PlayStation fixed a little while ago, a couple months ago back, I guess now at this point, which is why I've been doing, you know, I've been doing so many games on the PlayStation because it's been a really long time since my PlayStation was working that, you know, all the effort and stuff that I went through to get the PlayStation working again. You know, it wasn't a ton of work, but, you know, if I went through the effort to fix it, I want to use it. So that's why I've been playing so many games on the PlayStation, but I'll intersperse some other ones every so often. I'm also, I mean, I've got a bunch of ideas of things that I want to do for games, for like streaming and talking about stuff. But I mean, I don't really know what you guys, the viewers, are interested in seeing. I mean, I've got like almost every single Final Fantasy, but I have not played hardly any of them. I've played through 6 and 7 completely. So I mean, there's that, or I mean, I could play through a Final Fantasy or something like that. It'd be a lot longer and more parts, but I mean, I could do that. You know, if that's interesting to you guys. I've been thinking about going back through Super Metroid, trying to 100% that. I'm not going to speedrun it, you know, very much because speedrunning Super Metroid is probably one of the most complicated speedruns you can do, honestly. It is really, really hard. So, I mean, I would just try and do, you know, a playthrough in a couple parts and be done with that. There's also the possibility of doing Chrono Trigger again. I've got a copy on the SNES that I've kind of been wanting to play through. So if you guys are interested in that, that would be cool. I've got like Star Ocean Till the End of Time that I haven't gone through. I've got Legend of the Dragoon that I've been thinking about playing. So I mean, I've got a lot of games out there, and I've got a lot of the hardware set up now to be able to do all this stuff without you know, a lot of work to change everything. So so I mean, it's pretty easy to just pop in games and play stuff now. You know, in addition to playing, you know, some more modern stuff as well. You know, it doesn't have to be retro. I can play through something more modern, I guess. It just is going to take longer because the games are usually bigger. So that's a possibility. You know, but just let me know down in the comments. You know, I'm really interested to see what you guys want to see me do. I'm always open to playing different things, but right now I'm just kind of picking and choosing stuff that people asked about a while ago, and just decided to keep going with that because you know, that was something that people told me, so I thought I'd catch up on that. But you know, I'm always open to doing more stuff. So. I'm doing really bad at this level. I mean, I think this and Crash Team Racing, I think, are really the only two racing games that I've really done anything with. So racing games aren't like exactly my style. Oh, I've done stuff with Mario Kart, I guess, you know, but I mean, I guess probably who hasn't at this point. There's probably some people out there that haven't, but it's a pretty popular one. So, you know, if you guys want to see me play more games with Miss Zippity Zap, you know, we can certainly do that as well. I'm sure there's some stuff out there that we can figure out for she and I to play. So there's always that possibility. Oh yeah, another thing I was going to mention earlier too about, so like my YouTube channel doesn't have like a specific URL. You have to go kind of find me. But Twitch, it's just twitch.tv/ZXRyuu. And then also for my Twitter handle, I went back recently and changed my Twitter handle to ZXRyuu also to kind of make it easier to find where I was. So now that Twitter lets you change your handle. Well, I might have been able to win that if I didn't crash so hard right there. Let's see here. Let's restart. Yeah, so anyway, my Twitter handle is ZXRyuu now as well. Let's see. Trying to think of what else to kind of mention about stuff right now. Don't you dare run me into the wall. No, no, no. I'm not really sure. I'm trying to think of what else to kind of talk about right at this point, but anyway, I've got more ideas of games and things I want to do, and just different like edited videos and different games and streams and stuff. So I've got quite a few ideas. I just need to do them, I think, is the main thing now. Because I was kind of bummed that my webcam was kind of bad, you know, so I wanted to get something that was a little bit more modern, I guess. And I mean, the iPhone 6 isn't exactly modern, but it also has an 8 megapixel camera in it that can do 1080p 60, so I'm like, you know, that's current. So I don't need these like 4K things yet. I haven't started looking into 4K yet just because there's not a whole lot out there that I'm interested in that is 4K. So, and plus I'm gonna have to like overhaul everything again, and I don't really feel like I want to do that right now. So I think 1080p is probably where I'll get to for a while, which I think is fine. You know, it's mostly what the world is on right now. So, because even like YouTube recommends that you still do like 720p as an introductory, you know, setup. So, and that's what we started on. We started out with 720p. It wasn't 720p 60, but it, you know, got the job done. So, because video game recording and streaming was pretty new when we started. So. Oh yeah, I forgot there's a review mirror. I might have, well, no, there's still another lap, so I'm like, I might still be able to catch up, but. The thing I remember most about this game is the music. Because for some reason the music like really stuck out to me as really like hard rocking and grooving. So there's not that many tracks. There's only like 6 tracks or something in the whole game. But I don't know. I thought it was pretty good. So. Oh, I guess another racing game that I've played that I just now remembered is a game on the GameCube. I don't know if anybody remembers this game or not, but it was called ZXRyuu. And that game was hard. Ridiculously hard. At least I found it to be hard. Yeah, that was a better executed turn. So I got a whole lap to try and catch this guy. I guess we'll see what happens. The cars in this game are really heavy, like they feel really heavy to drive. You know, and since this was made in the 90s, you know, it's like kind of, you know, it's just kind of iffy, but what the heck, he just stopped? Or is that somebody else? Oh, no, there he is. Let's see if I can catch him without biffing it too much. Now I just gotta stay ahead of him. Ha! It's always this turn that I can't ever seem to get quite right. Because it's on a downhill slope, and for whatever reason in this game, if you hit the brake on a downhill slope, it just like doesn't work. So you kind of have to like anticipate the slopes and everything a little bit, because just the braking is kind of weird in this game. And if you hear the horn honking, that's on the like forward on the D-pad, but sometimes I'll just bump it by accident while I'm doing stuff. So I don't know, if you hear the horn honking, it's not intentional. There we go, that was a little bit better. I was gonna try and swag the end, but I did it too late. I was gonna do a J-turn. So let's see. You haven't really changed a whole lot else in my setup, I don't think. Still using most of the same equipment. So I don't know. I mean, it's been pretty much the same, I guess, for the most part, but it's just kind of getting, the one thing I am having a little bit of trouble with every once in a while is that the AverMedia Live Gamer Extreme that I'm using, sometimes the driver gets really glitchy on me for some reason, and it just decides to like completely freak out my computer. And I haven't really found a solution for that other than like take the driver off, put it back on, and then reassign all of the reassign the LGX to it. So I don't know what to think about that. So it's just kind of, it is what it is, I guess. I'm not really sure what to think about that, but it happens every so often. So, because that happened actually during one of the Spyro the Dragon runs. It just like cut out in the middle of me recording, and like completely restarted my computer and everything. So, and again, I don't really know what to do about that, but oh no, this is bad. This is really bad. So I don't know. That's kind of like the only glitch I've been having lately is with that. But my setup's got everything I need to do HD games, standard definition games, all in 1080p now. So yeah. So, but I mean, I guess back when we started on Twitch and we're doing things in there, everything was, I guess, pretty low res and just kind of, I don't know, it's just, I mean, I think the quality's gone up significantly since we started, you know, in the 5 years that I've been working on stuff. I can't believe it's actually been 5 years since I've been doing stuff with video game recording. That's nuts. Also, what's nuts is how far ahead that guy is. So, I don't know. I mean, I love messing around with computer equipment. I mean, it's something I do at work. Whoa, off-roading, sweet. Interesting glitch. Never seen that before. Twitch streams make everything better. So, I don't know. It's just been fun to work on all this stuff, and I don't know. I'm glad that you know, people have come along for the ride with us. You know, doing all this stuff. So it's been a lot of fun. So I mean, you know, some of this video too is me just, you know, saying thanks to everybody that's helped contribute to the channel, helped give input. You know, has continued to watch the videos. You know, I just think that's awesome. You know, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. You know, like I say every once in a while, I'm not that much of an entertainer, but I hope you do find some enjoyment out of this, and I hope you've learned something too from you know, watching these videos, because you know, when things go wrong, you know, I just really try and take what went wrong and learn from it and try and do it better next time. But technology is a mess, and it like barely holds itself together to begin with. It's like a miracle that it works at all. So I'm driving really bad. I guess I need to try and get that, whatever that shiny thing is back there. So I don't know. It's just, I find it to be a lot of fun, and you know, I hope you guys do as well. And you know, I hope you continue to watch the channel and stuff as it continues to grow, and you know, start working on more things and trying more things. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to win this. So yeah, but thank you guys for watching and, you know, contributing to the channel, and you know, helping it grow, because you know, even a few viewers for me has been worth the effort to update stuff and learn new things. And I mean, a lot of this video game recording stuff, I knew nothing about it when I started. All I knew is that I wanted to, like, I wanted to record games, and so then just figured out what to do beyond that. So it's been an interesting ride for sure. guess another thing that, you know, if you guys want to see me try and repair consoles or something, I mean, there's certainly, I'm certainly willing to do that. You know, I've repaired several of my own consoles. There's one console that I have that's like completely broken, and I'm not sure exactly how to fix it. I have an idea, but that's going to be pretty long and involved. But you know, if you're interested in seeing me repair consoles, you know, that's cool too. You know, put that in the comments if you want to see that. If you want to see more unboxings like I did, I can certainly do that. Let's see if we can figure out how to get this emblem thingy. Huh, okay. Not sure if you have to like glitch this out somehow to get up there, or... Okay, there we go. Let's see what this is back here. Oh, extra level. Huh. Cool. Alright. Alright, well, let's see what happens with this. So let's see here. What else can we do? I mean, I've got more like equipment for you know, ripping games and doing save files, like transferring save files from one system to another. You know, using your computer to do stuff. I have some stuff with a Game Boy that I can do as well. You know, if you're interested in stuff like emulators, I mean, I could show you how to do stuff with emulators, but I'm going to give you, just as a forewarning, I'm going to give you information that allows you to do it legally. You know, I'm not about that illegal emulation and stuff, so, you know, so. But anyway, that's out there too, if you guys are interested in that. Or if you just want to see me just, you know, keep doing the same old, and just play different games, that's cool. I mean, I'm down to do that as well. There's a lot of games that I have that I haven't played that, you know, I'm interested in doing that, so. Right now, just to get stuff running, I was trying to play some older games that I'd already played through before, just so that I could, you know, get familiar with more of the equipment, how stuff works, you know, try and up the quality of recordings, you know, so I was just using older games as kind of a stepping stone to get some of that stuff working, so, you know, but I love playing old games. I think they're some of my favorites, even though they are kind of old and outdated, they're still fun to me, so. Oh yeah, if there's any, I still have the ability to do races with people, you know, if there's any game you want to see me race against somebody, whether I've played it or not, I mean, we can get crazy, what the heck, Bob Ross, if you're watching, you know, we can get crazy with some other stuff, and I can blind race games too, if you want to see that. You know, I could blind race Sonic Colors against Sea Sand and Fire, I guess, if you want to see that. That'd be really, really bad and a complete washout, but it might be funny. So I've got some stuff on the horizon for some more. You know, if you want to see more marathons of things, I mean, I love doing marathons. They don't take a whole lot of time to set up and do, but they're really fun, I think. So, you know, I'm always down to do more Naruto stuff. I think probably here pretty soon, if, you know, when the quarantine ends, I think it's about been another year or so since. Oh man, I lost the level. Darn it! I'm gonna reset because this is an extra level. I mean, you know, I can always do more stuff with Naruto. I love playing that game. We can try and get Miss Zippity's app involved if you guys are interested in that too. I mean, so I don't know. It's always fun to play games with Miss Zippity's app too because you never know what's going to happen. Some of the like technical videos or whatever that I did, you know, I was just doing a lot of that to just try and show that, you know, you don't have to have a complicated setup in order to start streaming games. But I mean, one thing I have thought about doing for the channel is just doing like a very, very basic entry level how to get started in streaming and recording. So I mean, if you guys are interested in that, that's cool. I can do that. I use the computer that I started with, you know, as a starting point if you want. But there's that. I can do that. I'm just throwing out ideas because I don't know what you guys are really interested in. So. So I guess one other thing to mention about the stream is that I changed my stream layout some just to kind of, you know, fit more things on there, and just I'm still trying to get, or I guess with this last round I was trying to get more stuff with correct aspect ratios and kind of getting things to line up a little bit better one-to-one with what I'm doing on my PVM when I play for retro games, and then also for like HD when I play that way. I guess I don't know if you guys know this or not, but the main thing that really got me into recording games and streaming games was watching the Games Done Quick marathon, like charity events and stuff. Not like the super old ones, like the first ones that they did, but some of the later ones, like in 2014, I think is when I really started kind of getting, you know, watching them do it and being like, oh, I think I could do this too. And so a lot of this journey has just been me kind of trying to figure out how they did a lot of that stuff. And it is not straightforward. You know, a lot of the stuff that they're doing on Games Done Quick is way over the top. So I don't understand half of it, but some of the stuff I figured out, it's, you know, it's been fun. So, you know, but I just saw them doing stuff and I'm like, you know, I want to do that too. So, and that's why I shared, you know, that's why I share these videos and stuff with tech setup and, you know, different hardware and everything, because, you know, I want you guys to be able to do this too. If you're interested in watching games, you know, at some level it's fun too to go out and do games yourself and record games yourself. So, you know, so I really wanted to take this channel to kind of help inspire as well, to go out and do stuff as well with games, you know, and it doesn't have to be super complicated. You know, it's mainly just supposed to be fun. So a lot of the stuff that I do is just geeking out with hardware, because that's one of the things I like a lot. Software drives me up the walls. I have to fight with software a lot, so it's not my favorite thing, but eventually got it working. So, wow. Really, everyone? Also, too, if you're watching on Twitch, I'm sorry I didn't change the video title for this one. Anyway, I'll change that a little bit later so that it's a little bit more accurate of what I'm doing. Also, too, with uploading to Twitch, you can go watch videos on Twitch if you want to see them there. In lower quality, you can see it first there. But if you want to see the full quality, then go to YouTube. I guess kind of as we draw to a close here, because I think I'm just about done talking about stuff, and also too playing through the levels on here with the time that I have. So. I'm almost to my goal of 20 subscribers for the year. That's 20 subscribers in total. That's not like 20 subscribers extra on top of what I already had. I was just trying to get to 20 total for 2020. So I only need 2 more. So I'd appreciate it if anybody wants to, follow the channel and get some enjoyment out of watching the videos. Also, too, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I put some stuff out over there every once in a while. Just kind of various knick-knacky thoughts on gaming or, just different stuff. So that's also out there. So, but I mean, I'm just thankful that you guys, have liked what we've been doing, and that you've stuck with us. Some of you guys have stuck with us since the beginning in 2015, so that's awesome. I'm just appreciative of you guys watching. I think that's great. I guess one kind of funny note about this game is that, this game came out in '98 when all the stuff was going on with the rating system and everything else, when all that was being overhauled. So apparently this game is rated K to A for mild animated violence. No clue. I have no clue where that is or why that's in here, because I didn't think there was violence in a racing game other than colliding cars. So not sure why that needed an identifier, but whatever. It's just kind of funny. Yeah, I'm doing like absolutely atrociously English on this race. I'm just expecting the first place guy to like say winner here at some point. Get anywhere close to first, probably not, but let's see. So, but anyway, if all goes well, I guess, kind of as we come to a close here, and, if things go well, I will start my new series tomorrow, probably in the afternoon sometime, so that's Saturday. So if you guys want to tune in, I'm not really sure what time specifically I'll be doing it, because I've got some things I need to do before I play games. But anyway, that will probably be tomorrow that I start a new series. So. might make third. Yeah. Yeah, all right. All right, well, let's get out of here. So anyway, I think the recording worked this time, so I guess go see what happened on Twitch as well. But anyway, thanks, guys, for watching the videos. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you guys again tomorrow if everything goes well. And thanks for being awesome, guys. So we'll catch you again soon. Later.